What's good, y'all? This is like my third time trying to record this video. I'm gonna just keep it a buck with y'all. Today, I'm gonna be talking to you guys about my experience moving across country from California to Georgia and kind of what that experience has been like for me so far. If this is your guys' first time tuning into my channel, make sure you do go ahead and subscribe. I am trying to work on dropping content. I don't want to say daily, but consistently at least, so that we can go ahead and see the channel grow. Also, feel free to go ahead and let me know down in the comments below what type of video topics you do want to go ahead and see from me. Back to the topic, I was able to move from California to Georgia about 6-7 months ago. At the time, I pretty much didn't know what was going on in my life. I had no real direction, was staying at my parents' crib at the time, didn't really have no job, not much income coming in. You know, I was down bad, I'm not gonna lie, I was down bad at that time. Even though I was kind of doing the things that you should do as far as like reading books, I was on semen retention for a while, working out on a regular basis, reading my Bible on a regular basis, journaling, kind of doing everything that I was supposed to be doing. It was still frustrating, like not really seeing the results that I want to see, but you know, life can always change so fast. I had interviewed for a job, obviously. They offered me a position, called me up one day and was like, yo, can you be here? Your class, your training class starts in like a week or 2 weeks. It was something like that. So I had to hurry up, book my ticket, find a travel company to ship my car, and figure out what I was gonna do about storage, because I had a storage unit as well. So I hurried up, got my car shipped out there, ended up not shipping my furniture that I had in my storage unit because that was going to be like $4,000 or $5,000, and I didn't even have like $4,000 worth of stuff in there. So I ended up just keeping my storage unit and just saying, forget it, I'll just buy new stuff when I move out. I didn't really realize how expensive that can be as far as having to put down like your deposit, first month's rent, and I had to pay for my car to be out there as well. Like I had spent $5,000-$6,000 like just on the move, and I ain't even really got nothing yet. So I moved to this brand new city, don't really know nobody, I'm broke, I got a nice crib, but I have nothing inside the crib to show for it, and I still don't really know like what direction I'm going into as far as like what my plans are, besides just I have a job. But that don't mean anything. I could have had a job in California. It's like, what's the difference? So that kind of made me have to work harder, work smarter. I had to really figure out like how I was going to make things work. I had to go ahead and start taking action on things that I had always wanted to do. That actually allowed me to go ahead and get my first vending machine location. That had been something that I had wanted to do for years, as far as just being a vending machine owner. It seemed super cool. I had seen people on Instagram do it. I had read books about it, but I'm the type of person, just to keep it a buck and be honest with you guys, I do a lot of talking, or I'll do a lot of research on things, but don't really take the action to go ahead and make things happen on that. But with me being in the situation that I'm in now, it's like, dude, I have to figure something out to go ahead and get another stream of income coming in. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be paycheck to paycheck for who knows how long, and I'm never gonna get furniture in the crib. Like I'm never gonna be able to go out. Like I can't do nothing. I ended up probably like in my second month of living here, securing my first vending machine location, actually with a business partner of mine that I met at a barbershop, ironic. We were just talking business and I was telling him about some of my plans. He told me about some of his plans and it worked out. We just went into business together basically on vending machines. And that's been an interesting process in itself. Definitely more cons than I had expected, but it's been a great, fantastic experience nonetheless. I'll go ahead and make a separate video actually just talking about my vending machine experience in the future. But that was cool. I was able to get that going. Also, from a social aspect, I had no friends, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like I was literally just a loner in the crib. Like I would have some people come visit me from California every once in a while, but for the most part, like it was just me by myself. I didn't have no social media, no Instagram, no Snapchat, like no nothing. So I was pretty bored a lot of the time, which being bored in a city that you know nobody, sleeping on an air mattress, you can get depressed real quick. You can go crazy real quick. And I definitely was driving myself crazy just being by myself the whole time, regardless of if I'm doing something positive or not. I'm still going insane at the end of the day. Probably like the third month I was here, I finally started like dating, and not really dating like crazy, but at least going out with girls. Like I had a little bit more money in my account at that time. So it was like, okay, like I could go ahead and take a little shorty out, do this, do that a little bit. And that's been cool. You know, modern dating in 2021, that's, y'all know how that goes. You be chilling with somebody on Monday and then by Friday, you not rock with them no more. It's like one of those things where either you like them and they don't like you, or they like you and you don't like them, or a little bit of both, or you still stuck on somebody, they still stuck on somebody. It's just, whew. I'm exposed to a whole new environment. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Like I have been in a long-term relationship for a long time, so I ain't really used to like the whole modern dating scene. like that, just to keep it a buck. But I had a couple experiences, some good, some bad during that time, that kind of allowed me to get to the point where it's like, you know what, just rock by yourself. Like, so I'm at a point now where I just take myself on dates, honestly. I take myself to basketball games, baseball games, soccer games. I take myself out to eat, like you name it. I don't need to spend money on nobody else. Like, I just spend that money on me. Part of that also is probably me just not being able to have the funds to do that on a regular basis as far as paying for me and somebody else. So I'm like, you know what, forget it. I'm gonna just go ahead and do it by myself, which is cool too. But it definitely has gotten better. I'm not nearly as lonely as I used to be. You know, I do have a TV now. I have a bed now. I have a couch now. Like, I have a setup to where it's like, okay, bro, like you got the basics that you need. So it's been cool. Overall, like it's been great as far as a growth standpoint, you know, having to cook on a regular basis, go grocery shopping, actually create a budget. It's been cool doing stuff that I'm not used to doing. For a while, I had no choice but to cook every single day just because my budget required me to not eat out. That's been huge for me just as far as really growing up overall, you know. I'm kind of a guy, if I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm used to, I don't want to say being babied, but I'm used to having people do stuff for me. And so now I'm at a point where it's like, bro, you have no choice but to do it on your own. It's been great just learning from that aspect. I'm not anywhere near where I want to be, just to be totally honest with you guys. You know, this hasn't been the easiest transition for me. Although I am super proud of me as far as how far I've came when I'm able to just look back and see where I was at back in January of this year. I'm in a totally different space now compared to where I was at in January. But at the same time, it's like, I know I'm not where I want to be in the future. So because of that, I get very, very hard on myself for not achieving the things that I want, or not having the money that I want, or maybe not having the social circle that I want, or just kind of being frustrated that although I'm making progress, it's not enough progress that I want to see. And that's something that can really mess with your mental, especially like I said, when it is just you by yourself as much as it is for me. Like, I can go through days where I'm on cloud 9, I'm feeling good, I'm confident, everything's going cool. And then I could wake up one day and just flip the switch and just be super disappointed in myself, super sad, super unhappy, just negative vibe. Like, and so that's something that I'm trying to work on right now, which is actually why I recorded this video. I was just watching some of my old videos and just love looking at how far that I came from just doing my semen retention video to making my vision board video, and just seeing kind of where I was at those times in life. I was consistent with grinding, just working out on a regular basis, reading my Bible every single day, journaling, manifesting. I was in therapy at the time, and kind of just trying to figure out how I can implement those things back into my life while working a 9 to 5 and having a side business. You know, how can I go ahead and implement all those things into my life and still keep leveling up at the same time, and not get frustrated when I don't see the results that I want to see from that. And I think that's kind of the next step in my growth, is just understanding that it is a day-by-day process, and not getting stuck on the fact that I'm not where I want to be just yet, or I'm not as far along in my process of certain things as I feel I should. And that's what I want to accomplish for 2022, is just to continue to find that inner happiness in myself, and actually stay dedicated and stay disciplined and stay on schedule as far as my workouts go, my job goes, being happy, and finding a job that actually does bring me fulfillment, and being consistent on YouTube, and just being more positive, more social with people in general, and just growing up a little bit more. I feel like I'm rambling at this point, y'all, so maybe I should go ahead and end this video. But overall, you know, just living on my own for the past 6-7 months, moving all the way across the country, has been just a good growing tool for me. I do recommend for you guys, whether you are a man or a woman, you do go ahead and live on by yourself for at least 6 months to a year, just so you can go ahead and learn a little bit about yourself. You know, it's funny how much you learn about yourself when there's nobody else to really rely on, or nobody else to kick it with. You know, you really do see who you are as a person. And honestly, it makes you stronger, because you have no choice but to make something happen at the end of the day. Kind of like how I've had to do just in finances and just business, things of that nature. So this was kind of all over the place. I feel like all my videos are all over the place, and I just got to work on that myself, y'all. If you guys did make it this far, go ahead and leave a like down on the video. Go ahead and comment if you didn't enjoy this as well. And I'll go ahead and try to come back soon with another video for y'all. Keep pushing, keep mastering your goals, and I'm rooting for all y'all. Until next time, it's Alex. I'm out. Peace.